I'm your host, the Puerto Rican at large, His Highness High Noon, here to bring you the what up on everything that I find interesting or that catches my attention. I'm talking about conversation starters, current events, trends, local shoutouts, reviews, and more. My show has no format. I do what I want. So, strap in, strap up, and enjoy the car wreck.
Et ça se touche et l'accrochage. Et une voiture. Incroyable image de Jules Gounon posée sur le toit de Geoffrey Denardat.
Here we are galloping into 2022 and things are off to a bleak start, boys and girls, with the loss of such celebrity icons as Sidney Poitier, Bob Saget, and of course, Betty White. Among others, still has us all reeling. Although it's easy to get caught up in grief, these entertainers have left behind a rich legacy of art that can be easily viewed, and let me say, it's definitely worth it.
And this is some bullshit!
Marijuana is not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke.
I seen them!
Now that's an addiction, man. You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
Huh?
Speaking of viewing, spoiler alert! There's been a lot of web chatter out there on the internet about the Book of Boba Fett, so we're gonna talk about that right now.
Fire in the hole.
Alright, I'm gonna say it up front before we go any further. Book of Boba Fett, I like this series. I like where they're going with it, alright? Every criticism that I have can be taken with a grain of salt. Everybody's gonna have the things that they like and don't like about projects. I've been a long time fan of Star Wars, and I'm telling you, man, I'm definitely watching this one close. They're using the whole Sand People subplot as a way to kind of like stretch the story out, and a lot of people were complaining about that at first, but I like the way that it develops Boba's character more. It shows that he is ready to become more of a leader instead of just a bounty hunter that's in it for himself. That definitely justifies the questionable decisions that he may make during the course of this series. So, with that being said, the part that I literally facepalmed myself was the infamous speeder chase. Man, this was shot so ugly. With all the technology that we have right now, it was pretty obvious that those were all vehicles that were on wheels, and they just digitally removed the wheels. So you kind of just see the vehicles just bouncing on the terrain and everything like that. It doesn't do much to sell the effect that they are floating on air. All right, it looked very cheap. It looked very cheesy. It looked very clunky. The designs for the motorcycle gang, man. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that they even did this. Okay, let's put the candy paint aside for a second, all right? Because that's not even the major issue here. The major issue with these speeder bikes is that they look like you need to pop a quarter in them to get them started. These are the worst designs that Star Wars has ever put out. I hope they get rid of these things ASAP. Never in the 40-year history of Star Wars has any character benefited from a mirror, let alone them overloading mirrors onto these things, man. What are you guys trying to do? You guys want to catch some shoplifters? Is that what it is? That being said, the rest of the story is gold. One of my favorite additions is Chrysanthemum, the evil Wookiee. I knew all my life that in a whole planet full of Wookiees, everybody couldn't be a nice guy. They're always talking about how they're scared of Wookiees. They're always talking about how strong Wookiees are. They're always talking about Wookiees ripping people's arms off.
It's because a droid don't pull people's arms out of their sockets when they lose.
But you never really get to see that shit with Chewbacca because Chewbacca is basically a good guy. Chrysanthemum is not a good guy. I'm not gonna focus on the stupid speeder bikes. What I want to focus on is the fact that Chrysanthemum is out there kicking ass. I want to focus on the fact that, yo, Boba Fett has his own Rancor now. He's gonna ride that bitch. I'm focusing on the fact that fucking Machete is on fucking Star Wars. If you haven't checked out the Book of Boba Fett and you're keeping tabs of the whole Star Wars universe and what's going on in there, I definitely recommend it. Come to your own conclusion about it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Next up on Recording Artist Spotlight, we have Pac Manson. He's been representing and throwing live shows for years. Finally, he is getting the attention that he deserves, in my opinion. Pac Manson is always bringing something innovative and fresh to the stage. He comes on as his persona, the Joker, and it's definitely something to watch. You might want to check out a few of his videos on YouTube. He currently has one called Hearses, is his latest one. And if you check his back catalog, you might see yours truly on one or two of those. I was lucky enough to catch up with Pac, actually, and this is what Pac had to say.
Hello, my name's Pac Manson, artist, musician, and MC. And my purpose is to slay fellow MCs far and wide with my razor sharp wit. Why so serious?
Did you guys know about a year ago, 2 dudes in Africa made the first reactive prosthetic arm out of junk? I ain't even bullshitting you, man. How did we miss that? And if they could do that, what the hell are the scientists over here doing? As you all know, the next major holiday coming up is Valentine's Day. You gotta love Valentine's Day. You gotta love anything about love, man. High Noon is in love with love. Let's all get this straight. Let's all get this out in the open. Love means something different to everyone, and you can express it however it is that you want to. And it only really matters to yourself and the person that you're expressing it to. It has to be reciprocated, man. Sometimes, you know, you can try hard to get the person that you want. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you're not gonna get the person that you want. It's just the way that it works out. Look, this episode of The Duna might even change the quality of your life, so pay attention. We're gonna take a look at my personal list for some of the most extreme examples of love in movies and entertainment.
Do you like my erection selection? What do you think, Eva? Yeah? You gonna take it? You gonna take that dick? You gonna take that dick, huh? I'm gonna pop off a piece of my dick. Oh yeah, I'm fixing to fuck you. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna get it all up in your vag. Get it up in your vag with my dick. With my dick. Gonna put it in with my dick. I'm gonna put my dick in. I'm gonna put my dick in. What's up, man? You all right?
If you have any additions to them or any questions or any type of comments or opinions, please comment down below. I'm waiting for it. That being said, on with my top 10 countdown of the most extreme lovers. Let's just get this out there right off the bat. Number 10, Professor Snape from Harry Potter. Alright, never even got the girl of his dreams, man. Looked after her kid that she had with another dude, like his whole life. Damn, Snape. Always, man, always. That was messed up, man. That was a messed up twist, man. Moving right along, we have number 9. Woo, my boy Clarence Worley from the movie True Romance. I'm going way back for this one, girls and boys. Clarence Worley, played by Christian Slater. Man, this is a Quentin Tarantino classic. Now, I know Quentin didn't direct this shit, but he wrote it. So it is a Quentin Tarantino movie, all right? And just like any other Quentin Tarantino movie, especially the early ones, this has a lot of celebrity cameos in it, including my man Samuel L. Jackson and my personal favorite, Christopher Walken. There's a lot of people getting killed in the movie, but like I said, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie, so it's expected. Regardless of that fact, it's pretty darn romantic. I recommend this as a date movie. I mean, if you don't mind all the beatings and whatnot, yeah. Number 8, we have Imhotep from the Mummy movies. Man, Arnold Vosloo played Imhotep. Imhotep went through everything to go and get his lady back from the dead, man. Okay, first of all, Imhotep got killed for his lady. Throughout the course of like all 3 mummy movies, I don't know how many times he had to die on this mission. You gotta respect a man's resolve if even death cannot stop him from getting his lady. Get prepared, because that's gonna be a real common thread in my list. Next up, we have Sam Wheat, played by Patrick Swayze in the movie Ghost. My man gets murdered by his best friend, right? And then has to protect his lady from said best friend. Love conquers everything, right? So it doesn't matter if you're a ghost or whatnot, you can still break through to the other side and let the people that you love know that you care. Next up, numero 6. Of course, Star Wars, Princess Leia. In Return of the Jedi, Princess Leia went through everything to go get her man. She put herself out there, you know what I mean? But like I said, you just gotta do what you gotta do for the person that you love, right? She went the whole 9 yards, man. Jabba's over there licking her up and shit. She came back on him, gave Jabba the good one too, and got her man. And that's what fucking counts. Love Princess Leia. Love extremist. Number 5, we have...
Look at her. I would die for her. I would kill for her. Either way, what bliss?
Gomez Addams, my spirit animal. Gomez Addams is the textbook lover right there, man. Look, if you ever need to be reminded about how to put some spice back in your life, yo, check out my man Gomez Addams, man. He always has his queen right there up on the top of the pedestal where she belongs. And they don't ever seem to have any type of problems in the intimacy department. Yeah, definitely check it out. Eddie Addams Family makes a great date movie. All right, number 4 would probably be considered as one of the most controversial additions to my list. And really, I don't even see why, man. Number 4 is King Kong. It's all a matter of perspective, so you just gotta check this out. Just give you a minute. Let me set this up for you. All right. King Kong, they're chilling in his island, right? Kong Island. Okay, they made peace with Kong, right? Kong don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with Kong. They give Kong girls every so often because they got a little area for it and a little ceremony and shit like that. Kong gets all the girls he wants. I don't know what Kong does with the girls, okay? But that's his business, and for some reason Kong needs girls, they give them to him. Everything's cool until this out-of-town chick comes through, right? Waving around her little stuff. Totally mesmerizes Kong and lures Kong onto the boat under false pretenses, right? Kong was just struck. He was just awestruck. He was like, I've never seen a girl like this before. I love her. Okay, where's the boat at? They drug Kong, all right, on some ape trafficking shit. He wakes up in New York. He's like, oh snap, where is this? New York is crazy. There's people screaming. He's disoriented. He goes and looks for the one person the last person he remembers, which is the girl who bailed out on him, so he has to go look for her in New York City, which is hard. He just wants to have a conversation with her. The only place that he can think of to have a quiet conversation with this girl is the top of the Empire State Building. He's a monkey. I mean, that's what monkeys, I guess to a monkey, that's the solution. He goes and he takes it to the top of the Empire State Building, and as he's about to go ahead and present his case and let her know what's going on or find out what's going on or whatever, he gets shot up and he falls to his death. Now that's a raw deal if I ever heard one. Look, if King Kong wanted to eat that girl, he would have, as soon as he grabbed her, he would have grabbed her like a Snickers bar and just like chow down, but he didn't. And in a lot of these King Kong movies, you see he actually saves her from getting eaten by other things too. So he's really a hero. All right. But what does King Kong get for his troubles, man? Shot up and fell to his death. Check out King Kong. Very sad, man. Very sad. Feel very sad for the monkey. This is number 3. We are already at number 3.
I have crossed oceans of time to find you.
Bram Stoker's Dracula, played by Gary Oldman. This movie is as timeless as the story that it comes from. There's always going to be somebody telling this Dracula story. To me, this is one of the best versions of it. You know what? It's understandable why, even though Dracula does some pretty horrible things to people, you still end up feeling kind of bad for him. If you could feel sympathy, or if you could feel anything actually for a character, that is the mark of a movie that has done its job. Number 2. Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. If you was to treat your lady like Smeagol treats the ring, if she was your precious, you would have absolutely no problems in the world whatsoever. I'm telling you, if she knew that, if she felt that from you fellas, alright? If you let your girl know that she's the precious, man, that's like, your job is done right there. All you gotta do is just keep up with that. You know what I'm saying? And then go back and refer to like number 5, my man Gomez Adams, and then just keep that shit going. Number 2, Extreme Lovers, the Smeagol. And finally, we get down to number 1. Yeah. Hey, hear me out on this. All right, hear me out. Tom, throughout the years, has gone through some of the most extreme measures to get the chick that he wants. As far as going elaborate, as far as like doing this and doing that. I mean, come on, man. Tom made a zoot suit once. He had to come back. And that's what Tom does, you know what I'm saying? He does what he has to do. And he'll dress up like how he has to dress up and come up with any type of scheme, whatever. And in the process, find a way to fuck with the mouse and the dog or whoever. The point of the matter is that Tom is a lover. And his heart is in the right place. His brain and his head is up his ass. Then again, that can happen to anybody, right? I hope that you guys have a lovely, lovely Valentine's Day, and I will see you on the next Nooner. Be good or be good at it. Later.